All right, what's up, y'all? I'm so sorry for the delay, but we got to get into this. Now, first and foremost, when I tell you we're about to talk about Tasha K and Kevin Hart, if y'all don't know these two entities, something is wrong, okay? I'm trying to get to this interview and get to the tea, but I couldn't finish it all because the interview was an hour and 27 minutes. If you're living under a rock, now is Wiley's time to give his response of Tasha K versus Kevin Hart. Now, you guys, listen to me. This tea is just a lot that I want to dissect. Um, I do want to apologize for the lateness and late at night because I had to work. But on page 6, they said Kevin Hart sues controversial YouTuber Tasha K for extortion. Kevin Hart is suing controversial YouTuber Latasha Kibi, known as Tasha K, for extortion. They said for extortion. Wait a minute. Allegedly threatened to release a bombshell interview with his former assistant. Damn, that's all these ads. Unless he pay her a six-figure ransom. According to the lawsuit obtained by page 6, Wednesday, Kibi sat down with the actor's former assistant, Misha Shakes, in November 2023 to record an interview in which the latter made false and defamatory statements regarding Hart. The comedian 44 claims after the interview, an alleged affiliate of Kibi called his team and threatened to publish the interview unless Hart paid a ransom of $250,000. At the time, they allegedly warned Hart that the stories told, which had to do with the marriage and business dealing, will be damaging to his reputation. Kibi then posted a teaser for the interview in which she and Shakes allegedly taunt the supposedly salacious and damaging nature of the interview as a threat to Hart for not paying the ransom. The teaser included a statement from Kibi at the 2 minute and 6 mark of the video, specifically warning that when you don't pay, we have to get money by any means necessary, the lawsuit claimed. At that point, Kevin Hart's team allegedly contacted the police and sent the YouTuber a cease and desist letter, knowing that Shakes had previously signed a non-disclosure agreement as well as a confidentiality agreement while working for Hart from 2017 to 2020. Yet, on December 22nd, Kibi allegedly told Hart that she will be posting the full interview, which went live that evening on her subscription-based website. She saw. In the interview, Shake touched on several legal disputes in which have been involved, and alleged that the father of the four has a gambling addiction and he is a cheater. Right? She also said the actor is now suing both women for extortion, invasion of privacy. Is also suing his former assistant for breach of contract and defamation. Meanwhile, he's also trying to get Kibi for intentional international interference with contractual relations, right? Reps of Hart and Kibi did not immediately respond to our request for comment. However, similarly, in response to the filing, the controversial influencer reposted her interview with Shakes on her Instagram story. Yet, this isn't the first time the online personality have gotten in trouble with the laws. As Hart pointed out in the lawsuit, Hart's lawyer cited Unwind with Tasha K hosts a long history with defamatory and otherwise improper content regarding celebrities and other high-profile individuals, including Cardi B. For instance, most recently, she was found liable for damage exceeding $3 million in a defamation lawsuit by the musician Cardi B. The lawsuit pointing to the rapper's January 2022 win against the YouTuber. So y'all already know Cardi B sued Tasha K back in 2019. But you guys, this, I'm going to say it so y'all can hear me. Let me get in this seat good. This is Tasha K strategy. Her strategy is, you guys, I'm going to interview the assistant. She's going to give damage information, put it on my subscription-based website, and post it. She want to add Kevin Hart. If you don't want us to put it out, pay $250,000. This is crazy. The reason why I feel like Kevin is suing because the assistant is dropping true tea. He don't want out. But when you sue Tasha K, it ain't going to stop her because she been sued by Cardi and that didn't work. And she went to trial with $4 million. The only thing this does for Tasha K and her brand is for people to rush to TashaKLive.com, rush to watch the interview like I did today. I wasn't stunned the interview. But since it came out, I said, now watch it. It got to be true tea. We know Kevin Hart is a cheater. We know Kevin Hart set up his best friend to take the fall. We know Kevin Hart do these crazy attributes to protect the bag. We will have people, his friends will say no, and then he tried to throw his friends under the bus. The reason why I cheat is because y'all don't force me to go back to my room. No, brother, you cheat because you got a weak spirit, like you just love to cheat. So the thing with Tasha K is when she did the interview, it made me go listen to it. I listened to it a little bit at work on my lunch break. My lunch break only 30 minutes. I said, man, I can't watch the whole thing. Y'all want me to go live right now and talk about it. But another thing Tasha can't understand, this is civil. Now, unless the police get involved and she get an extortion charge, since Tasha K herself did not get on the phone and say we need $250, it's no case. And the reason why it's no case, because Tasha can easily say that employee, I have nothing to do with that employee, charge and arrest that person. But you can't say, that's why I know that's a bunch of bull, because if you had something like that, you wouldn't even try to force to do a civil lawsuit. You'll be trying to get her locked up, try to use the full weight of the justice system. So why she ain't got no handcuffs, why her representative got no handcuffs, and this happened back in 2000, this happened in November. So why are we doing all this crazy stuff? This doesn't make any sense. This is only boosting Tasha K, making her go to the next level, being attached to an A-list celebrity. All she's going to do is drag Kevin Hart. She got material that she's going to use. She's very strategic. She taped this interview back in November and she released it. Her former assistant, Chelsea, said she does stuff with the right timing. She plans stuff with the right timing. That's why I learned that strategy. That's why I do material and I sit on it for right now. Because instead of putting it out, it's good timing, and Tasha does it. She's paying Kyle a lot of money. She's very strategic. Yes, that's the plan. Yes, she's very strategic, and she put it out. She put it out in a very dry moment. She waited for that Diddy stuff to die out. Okay, let's drop Kevin Hart. Let's just wake up the streets. Then she pays Kyle. He posted on his page, and they should call it the Neighborhood Tasha Show, right? Because when I tell you, or the Neighborhood K, because they post up or wall-to-wall coverage or tweets and otherwise. The thing I want to say to the people that are listening to this, you can either take that route and post salacious slides about celebrities, or do just great content, build a great fan base like myself or Lovely T. Or you could just post salacious slides. And there's nothing wrong with lying, because again, you have freedom of speech. Now, if you can lie so much, you can go to court. But because Tasha K have literally opened that door, that if I lie and get sued, that helps my pockets, because people gonna go to the app, pay the $12.99. There's more money in my pockets. So by the time you get a judgment, I done made about $8.5 million off the lie. So for people need to do for Tasha K is ignore her. It's ignore her. Don't pay her no mind. Be petty and go to somebody else's show and not her show. But suing her, sadly, that feeds her ego. Sadly, that feeds Tasha K ego. Suing her feeds her ego. Let's be crystal clear. When you sue Tasha K, that's not destroying Tasha K. That's not making her crumble. Because if that would have happened, it would have happened with Cardi. The only thing Tasha K did, I'm a bad mother, I have to send my child out to Africa with no diapers and no socks and my baby in Africa. That's about it. And that's all that's it. And then she have to go on paying $10,000 back. She filed bankruptcy. That was a freeze, even though it's going to prevent it. And then Cardi B got to go after her. But other than that, Tasha's still making her money. She ain't out crying. She not broke. You ain't going to the Congo broke. You got to pay for them flights. You got to pay the warlords and the Tutsis and the Hutus. You ain't going to be going and traveling around in Africa with fixed income. You going because you got some bread. It ain't cheap traveling to Africa via flights. So when it comes to Tasha and Kevin Hart, baby, I'm all for it. Let us go ahead and get the clicks and views, baby. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. She ain't she in Africa in that hot heat sun with all that must and sweat, and she out there in her dashiki, drenched in sweat, don't even have an indoor plumbing, and she's sucking it all up. And her employees in the States is pushing out the content, bringing in more money because she makes about almost 100 grand per month on Facebook alone. So her business plan is solid. The more you talk about Tasha K, the more you do it. That's why people don't want to talk about Wiley. That's why we working so much with my team. Like, we got to do stuff where the girls can talk about us that is be so shocking that you just got to spell my name Wiley. Understand? Because the more people talk about you, the more you grow. That's Shabbat. So that's why Tasha is doing all this crazy stuff, because that helped her. That's the type of crazy, that's a part of her brand. Her interviews when she doing positive shows about health, about how to keep your yoni pH balanced, soaking wet, that gets no views at all. How to clean your yoni and make it good and juicy and tasting sweet, that don't go viral. But her dragging, talking about Kevin being a cheater, etc., Jada, being a beard, that goes viral. So, and Tasha knows she's not going to get any A-list stars. So what? I can make more money with the DFF stars, right? So when I saw this on my timeline, I said, girls, y'all want me to talk about it? It's 215 people in here watching. Tasha K, do you? And because suing her, Kevin Hart ain't gonna do it. Now, how you can gag Tasha K, Kevin Hart, if you sit on this show? Come on StreamYard. Let me drop you the link. You come on this show, that will gag her. That will eat her up alive, because again, she ain't got no Kevin Hart interview. You share it to your platform, that's how you gag her. And then I can guarantee, and I do the rest, I will drag her and her daughter. Because last time I checked Kevin Hart, your daughter looked way better than Tasha K's daughter. That just is way better. Your daughter got a better life as a model than Tasha K's daughter. Maybe she can scrub the floors, scrub the floor, take out the garbage. That's about it. But she ain't walking no runway. I'd rather see Lil' Kim lazy-eyed daughter get up there and walk the runway. I'd rather see her get up there and walk than to see Tasha K ugly daughter on there. And I'm just being real. All right. So I'm just being real. I know. Lil' Kim put her baby on some shade. She had to. They would talk about that baby eye. They talk about my eye. You gonna get talked about. It is what it is. But I'm grown now. I understand a child can't really go through, but I'm just preparing her for the rest of her life. They're gonna talk about how, what you looking at? What you looking at? Can you really see? I can't see what you're saying. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just getting her ready. That's gonna pretty much be her life. She might as well go and get that eye fixed, because that's going to be your life. You either going to have to be a comedian, extra funny, because they're going to talk about the eye. It is what it is. That's the first thing you see before you see my meat, before you see my beautiful, thick, muscular thighs, you see the eye. Come on, you literally see the eye. So let's not be stupid here. Now, when it comes to Tasha K and Kevin, I'm here for it all. I'm here for the giggles. I just want to watch Tasha. And the reason why I don't go on the app, I don't want to see Bondi Blue. She is boring. She too country. Smell like Katrina's flood water. That's what she give me. Stinky Katrina flood water. I don't like to watch her. She's boring to me. I just watch Tasha. I like when she got some juicy mess. I don't like when she talk about regular topic. Got to be something juicy about a celebrity. Then I watch and I tune in. I don't want to hear all that about regular celebrity. Who are you lying on? Who are you lying on? That's why I tune into Tasha. That is her brand. And I'm going to keep it all the way real on that. Who you lying on today? What ex-employee, janitor, cousin you got on your platform today? All right? Who are you lying on? I know it's a lie, but it's entertaining. I know it's a whole lie, but it's entertaining. I don't lie on my platform. I tell the truth. It ain't my fault you don't think I know how to screw a woman and make her come out her nostrils. That ain't my fault. If you don't believe that, that's your problem. That's a you problem. I don't believe you really can do that and hit it from the back and make her come out her nostrils. When you come to Vegas, you can find out. Come to Vegas with me and Couture Bay, all right? Get you a room, all right? We come, you come to my room, we gonna get it in. I prove you wrong right there in that suite, all right? And you can go on and limp back to your room. Now again, you think I'm a lie? Book a flight, get your room. Let's get it in. All right. Now, when it comes to Tasha K and Kevin, I'm all for it. Kevin, the stupid one, because why would you sue a known black ghetto Section A type of malt liquor blogger that only feeds her energy? All right, you guys, we have the one and only Couture Bay on the show. Hey, Couture Bay.
Hey, Wiley.
That only feeds her energy, though. Oh, they talking about me. And she going to go to Africa and all that. Really, she really ran to Africa only because Nikki didn't come on her show. So she have to rush. Okay, let's just go to Africa. Because she usually playing, hey, you guys, we're not going to go live for about 2 weeks. We're going to Mali, see my son. He is trained. They got a little downtime in the Congo. And his platoon, they got a little break for Mali while they get some water and eat wild goats. But now this lawsuit is going on. Did this shock you, Couture Bay? Because this didn't shock me. I mean, she got Bishop Whitehead for $350 million. She owed Cardi B $4 million. I don't know how many millions Kevin Hart is suing Tasha K.
I wasn't shocked. I just want to know who's the extortionist. Like, who is that?
Who is it? I hope it's not Jasmine because she just lost her hair from cancer, almost had cancer. So if it is her, God needs to just go and take her eyebrows.
I think it's either Cap or I have an idea who it could possibly be. But
because I hope it wasn't Jasmine because the last time she was doing that, she almost lost her hair. She almost had a cancer scare. So I hope it ain't her.
I don't think it's Jasmine. Jasmine's behind the scenes.
I don't think it's her. It's probably this man. Hold on. Do I still have that picture, Paul? Do I still have that picture with them two guys with them thick, crispy fingers when they was up there eating crab legs with Cardi B money? Okay, it could be one of them. I don't know. I hope it was. Look at that man. It looked like he'll be saying $250,000. He probably added extra $50,000 to get them teeth fixed and to go back for crab legs. And you see that man black crispy fingers right there. He probably did that to y'all get that head fixed. But go ahead. I'm so sorry.
She's been in Mali for I think since the beginning of for 2 weeks now.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she's doing this, and it's very smart. You're gonna release the interview once everybody was done with Diddy, everybody was done with Chelsea. And I don't know the time when Chelsea thing was going on. Did that happen before the Will Smith assistant?
It was actually whenever Vaughn released that audio.
Okay, because I need to know the time. But Tasha always, one thing Chelsea said, Tasha is very strategic. She would tape an interview and release that sucker 3 months from now or a year from now. That's Tasha K. And she's so strategic, she will post an old interview, send Kyle the $5,000 while he's doing fellatio with a nice celebrity man. And, and she would send it to him. He would post it, and it would be like, because that's what they did with the Wendy Williams husband. And the guy, he said when the lady was eating them grapes, baby, she taped that interview years ago, but paid Kyle to post it on the Neighborhood Talk and it pretended like it was a brand new interview. And Wendy Williams' husband said he was gonna sue Tasha K. That's Tasha K's strategy. Sue me, I get in the news. This is why they don't sue Wiley. Because if Larry sue me, we're gonna go and subscribe. Everybody that didn't talk about Wiley, going to talk about Wiley. Armand should sue Wiley. Oh, okay. Y'all all gonna be in the courthouse being nosy, and y'all gonna put my name in the title. So that's why they don't sue. He ain't gonna sue where I'm just gonna go back. We just gonna follow Tasha, go bankrupt, file for Social Security, file for disability, put drool all down my throat. Whatever it takes, you ain't going to be getting the full $5 million at all. Because if you couldn't get it from Tasha that got some money coming in, you ain't going to get it for a man that ain't got that type of money.
I think he's more upset that her 1 point something million subscribers was going to see the fact that because not everybody knew JT got off. I knew he got off, but I was paying attention to the case. Not everybody knew he got off the extortion plot or whatever. He was cleared federally. So I think
he was cleared. That was his friend
of 30 years. Yeah,
I think he was cleared. And see, that's great on Tasha's behalf. But since Tasha is so tainted, we just want the
juice. He wants to interview with her.
Huh?
JT wants to interview with her.
You think she's gonna do it?
Yes.
Okay.
Not in December, but yeah.
Oh, okay. You think
it's
a bitch gonna have, and I think that's why Kevin Hart like, oh, okay. But for me,
I think that's why he sued. I think the interview is already
either because one thing about Tasha, it could be already taped.
I mean, yeah.
Tasha does stuff and don't tell people, hey, she always said I gotta go tape a couple interviews. Tasha is so strategic, that interview could have been taped maybe a month before she went to Mali. And then she goes to Mali, blah, 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 blah. Okay, you guys, no lie, but we got a juicy interview on Tasha K. You know.
When you search Tasha K's name, what popped up?
Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart.
That's like that Cardi B space. She's a smart woman.
She's very smart. She waited for a dry spell because Cardi right now is just a has-been. Unless she do something. Right now, she's considered a has-been. So we over the Cardi B stuff.
Did you call her the queen of rap like 2 days ago?
She was. That went out the window. 2 days so long ago in the industry. Baby, she ain't popping no more. You right? We got Nicki Minaj getting perfume sprayed on her by Funny Marco. We ain't stunned no Cardi right now. But this whole Kevin Hart, he's an A-lister, right? And white people love him. So she's going to be back on the white publications because she
is. People Magazine, page 6, they said her name. Rolling Stone changed their title to say Tasha K because they used to call her the something YouTuber, and I used to
they used to say YouTuber, but because it's with A and they filed it, that boosts her up. And this is coming behind everybody having lawsuits and the media seeing that the numbers with Cassie and all that. Everybody gonna talk about it. But my thing with Tasha, kudos for her. I think us YouTubers, we have to take a page from that of how to stand out because she stood out from the Lovely Tea, the Armands, the Milagro Trash. All of these people, she really stood out, and she's becoming a household name outside of YouTube. You have Armand Wiggins, he's still charging to go, right, Paul? Did he say he's still charging to go after Jason Lee? He's waiting for Jason Lee to crash out, and he's still charging like a cell phone. So we should be seeing what he's doing. See, while he's still charging, Tasha K is still working. And see, that's what these other guys and girls, we have to look at that to be like, okay, we got to make some noise to compete because Tasha is putting her money back into her platform and building a machine. Like her social media team is doing it, you know? Yeah. I don't know. You said I was cutting up. I'm sorry. I'm good? I'm so sorry.
No. I'm saying you cutting up like you're funny. My bad.
Oh, I'm cutting up. Okay. Yeah. But is she building a machine? And I think for those YouTubers like Armand, you need to cut back and put money in social media team because we need to see more of these other people. And Tasha is putting the money with her team. She's taking a crowd, whoever. I mean, they post religion, almost like the Shade Room type of machine, especially on her Facebook. Because y'all forget, Tasha making a lot of money on Facebook now. She learned that from Larry.
Smart because, you know, her protege literally did a live about.
Oh yeah.
I said my thoughts. I just feel like once you hit a certain, like, as a Black creator, not just a typical, as a Black creator, once you get like to the 100,000K mark, you need to start strategizing for your own because it's only so long they're going to tolerate that. And I didn't understand why he was so confused when he was over there when Latoya Forever did it to, I don't know.
Yeah. I think you gotta understand it has to happen. And with Tasha, and this is why I want anybody that work with Tasha. Where's your strategy game like Tasha K? And one thing Tasha did, she built an entity, even though it's a third party, anybody can do it because it's a what do they call that? I forgot the name of the company, but you can Google the company. She built something outside YouTube that you can charge a fee and make most of your money.
That's smart.
Yeah, that's really, really smart. And she did it. And she told us, I remember on YouTube, she said, y'all, YouTube being fickle with the money. Shut up, Tasha. And then I saw the little amount I was making and whoosh, it just disappeared.
No, she wasn't lying because a lot of celebrities came over here, but you see what they're doing. They are like fighting with each other. We saw Megan and Simone B fall out because they're not getting you saw it. They don't do their podcast anymore.
No.
They like dissolved it live on the podcast, which was crazy.
Because
people think we just click live and it's amazing for us. You have to have personality. There's only so many people who can do this. And you starting to see Candy don't even really want to do her content anymore because she don't have nobody on the Real Housewives to talk about. She should have set that up way differently, and I'm not gonna give it to her because Jamie, I know you be in the bushes. No.
Yeah, she should have. And a lot of things, like we're doing it without a team. Can you imagine if we had a team of people to be thinking about ideas for your show while I'm asleep or humping somebody? We don't have that. We have to think on the cuff and still deliver, still be the producer. I just want to and work. Like me and you are working. I'm at work seeing this stuff. And then still being so tired, still got work older on me, and still deliver, and then I can start back on my regular day.
Listen,
I can do that.
I drove home. Okay. I did a live before I left Dallas. I'm in San Antonio. I hit live. Because I just knew, like when you want to be a content creator, it's just some things you have to sacrifice. That might mean sleep. It might mean eating. It might be your patience. But I always say you got to give 110%. And to Miss Star, Candy she's not doing this for a hobby. If she was doing it for a hobby, she would have created her own. She's doing it for money. Y'all love
doing it for money, right?
Faces,
she like we don't know how much. Because if it was just a hobby, she wouldn't hire a production team. She would just go live like we going live. Like she's doing it to make a good, solid income. And this is what I want to say to us that are tuning in to this type of stuff. Like we are very entertaining, and those celebrities look at us, take our stuff, and give it to the Candies and give it to these people. Like even since I have you on here, let's talk about Storm a little bit, right? Ooh. Storm get a flag from Bishop TDJ. These are both two download men. Storm, he's upset because he got a copyright strike. But the foolery of Storm Monroe, he got another strike maybe a couple of months ago when he posted all that nasty stuff in the title, and he got a strike. So my thing is, if you got a strike the first time, you should study it, and don't do it again. I told him this years ago. I said, Storm, we have to stop playing people content because when things get fickle, they can come back. Take down request, and they're going to comply with, especially Bishop T.D. Jakes, because he's powerful. They're going to go out there, especially when they Bishop was up there crying. I just want to preach Jesus. And he was crying, he was emotional. So you know his people is at war. Their leader is crying.
Look, he has a team. He's also tied into education, humanitarian efforts, policy, legislature. Like, Storm, are you tied into these things? We don't know. I mean, he's cutting a check for that. We know that for a fact. And a lot of the elite, not just blacks, but the whites, go to his church. He hangs out with the Joel Osteen. So again, Potter House is not just some local thing. That is a world dominant entity. Like, they're in third world countries giving back, feeding them people. You think they're going to allow you? It probably wasn't even TGX team. It's probably some TGX supporters saying, oh, I don't like this. Let me send this to. They knew who to send it to, and they shut it down. Like, I don't know.
Yes.
I was shocked he was as animated about it, like passionate. about it because I was like,
it was great. And that's what I'm saying. Like for Storm, he don't learn his lesson. He dealt with this before. And he just won't learn. My thing is, when he talked about Bishop T.D. Jakes, until you come out the closet about how you have power bottom and got on your knees and licked on Armand Wiggins' cheesy sausages, it probably cut down, I don't know, but back then they said it was cheesy. And it's got that little foreskin on it. And you got on your knees, licked on it, talk about that.
Then how do you know that, Wiley?
I know it because I have amazing sources, right? And then you got Donald Ross wig up there with these big, thick sunglasses. I mean, not sunglasses, big, thick eyelashes, right?
You talking about the Warlock?
Not the Warlock. I'm talking about Donald Ross wig, the one that's supposed to be his girlfriend. They are on a date, and she keeps saying, "Do you really want to date me? Do you really want to be with me?" No, he want to screw your brother because when you was in that bathroom changing, he went on to screw your brother. Now, if you see the brother, you know you'll screw him too. He's a good-looking guy, but Storm don't want you. He want the brother. And she's so stupid and naive. And this is why she's not growing, because you're looking stupid trying to give your yoni to a down low man that don't want it. You should give it to a man with a crusty eye, lazy eye. Then you would get more like, oh, okay. I love it, because it would be more entertaining if Donald Ross wig come from the projects to meet Chirac. Iconic. It would be iconic. And she kissed me on camera. Iconic. Then we be in our matching pajamas together. Iconic.
Oh, not
because Storm is very dry. He just don't. He have to do so much to prepare to bring it. Just bring me and Donald Ross wig. Just have that grease and fish, because she don't like to be called fish, but she said so many things about me. And if she don't smell like fish at all, let me stick my fingers in it. We could do a sniff test, right? That's great content. We could literally do a sniff test, and I could just sniff it, and it said, you know, and then she would be and say, do it taste like fish? Well, hold on, let me keep licking it, and then she can teach me, because I always know how can I lick the yoni. She can teach me, and she from the project, so she know. That's one thing about project chicks; they know how to get their kitty cat licked on. That would be so iconic. The views write itself. We could do photo shoots together, everything. I just think that Storm because most of the women just ain't feeling him. They think he's down low. They think he's not living in this truth. That when
so why are they going out with him if they think he's down low?
I think they do it because he got money. Of course, he's gullible. He gonna get that money to a man. You ain't gonna get nothing. But to a man, they gonna go on secret trip. Why do you think this man is traveling with his best friend? You better leave my friend alone. He don't play. Yeah, of course he don't play. Anybody that take it up the backside for hours and hours don't play. Anytime you get on your knees and he does it aggressive and grabs Storm by his neck and them rosy cheeks, that man don't play, but he travels the country with men. What man do you know that do that and not screwing women? Because they try to keep, of course he's not going to do it in Atlanta, because if he starts screwing guys in Atlanta, it's going to leak to the Wiley Show. So he goes to the Congo, to the Cancun, to Jamaica, and he said, this is my best friend. I'm going to wedding. How many of your friends got weddings? You ain't too many friends getting married like that. You just making an excuse like, oh, I'm going out of town, because you can't say I'm going out of town, I'm about to get busted wide open on the island.
I went to weddings last year.
Okay, yeah, you went to real weddings, but he going to a wedding, right? He got wedding bells, all right, it's down his throat. And the reception area is in his bread basket. They have it.
Oh my God. Area.
So that's what I'm saying.
So you think Storm Monroe is closeted too?
Of course he's very closeted. He's curious, closeted, and all of that. And I can guarantee you come at him hard, he love attractive. He will definitely, especially for white men. Oh my gosh, Mr. Ken, he will drop them. It gets soaking wet for white men. Like when you see him talk about black celebrity, he's not that passionate. When you get him talk about some white people, look how oh my gosh, the Kardashians, and he's historian. He loves white culture. This man screwed plenty white men. I can guarantee you that. But y'all don't want to believe me. Don't try to give it to him. You're gonna be just like Donald Ross wig, still in the projects with roaches and rats, and hoping that Storm would get her out of there and move him to that skyrocket. He moved in Von Ray before he moved in Donald Ross wig, a whole man with an ankle bracelet. But what that man got is a good, wide, solid, juicy musty, tasty little thing, but he went on and screwed Chelsea, gave her a little sympathy thing because she wrote him. You got to ride a little bit.
Isn't that Jeffree Star's boo?
Yeah, Jeffree Star, he'd do it. So Storm did it for him. He was able to walk on Storm back. Now you got a whole full-fledged woman. She got nice rack up there, that wig. She put on all this makeup. That take a lot of work to do that, some women. And get up on that. So do you want to date me? So I ain't really talking about dating. I just want to focus on my career. But you ain't focused on your career when you have Barway with that ankle bracelet. He almost derailed your career. Lady, just open up your eyes. He brought that man rent-free. And the man was walking on his back. And they was really close. They did a podcast together. Light Skin, Sweat Bottoms, whatever that podcast
was. It was the Light Skin Brothers.
Light Skin Brothers, Light Skin Brothers, Light Skin Down Low Brothers, because neither one of them was light skin. Anyway, just go ahead.
I have a question. Do you think Storm is going to interview Manasseh Jordan?
I think Storm should. I think he should. I think Storm have an opportunity because he have the views now. I think he should do it. If he want to get Tasha K back, the way to get her back is to steal the people that she want to interview. But he can't get nervous because Storm, I gotta see. I don't want to put it. I'm so scared because he did that with the nosy neighbor of who husband?
Corey Holcomb.
Yeah, no,
not Corey Holcomb, but Tia's husband.
Yes, he got scared, and guess who she came to? Me. I put it out. Go ahead and do the law, so I even have a haircut. Come on. So he gets scared. See, Tasha K, when you're trying to get to that next level, you can't be scared. Like Tasha K is fearless, even though she may be depressed and won't want to screw and all that, sad that her son has been a child soldier. But she's put on that game face, like I'm with it.
You always say that boy is a child.
He's not that being a child, so I can guarantee you that right now.
He is not in a
I mean, that little baby, 8 years old, trained.
He's not 8.
He's a whole child soldier right there. I can just tell you that right now. You don't see no pictures because it's a security risk to the African IA. They call it the AIA. So the intelligence community in Africa, he's not allowed to take pictures.
You are so crazy.
You don't see no pictures with that little baby. You don't see no pictures. Where's his picture?
He just did a video the other day.
Is that really him? That I don't know. I had to see it and I had to send it to my people.
Yes.
I don't know. Was it something recent? Because he's a whole child soldier, and it's great. He's a very because you would never think, oh, look at the little baby, look like baby, and he could train because children, you would let him in the gates. Oh, look at this little baby. And he's a whole train. He's just taking them out. That's why they're winning over that condo because of Tasha K's son. Why you think she's? And see, Kevin Hart had to be careful because if that son infiltrate his security breach, it's over for him because they don't know what happened. It's nothing but children. They got babies over there. Like Africa really is upgrading their, I'm not going to get into that because we have to talk about it on Patreon. I don't want to give all my stuff away, but I will tell you this about Tasha K, that woman making money. I don't care what, she ain't broke. Now, if you believe that woman is broke, I'm going to sell you a twisted golden foot off my leg. I'm going to sell it to you today. Because that woman ain't broke at all. Yeah. Because she keeps saying she ain't got it. She ain't broke.
She never said she was broke. She just said, I ain't got it.
Yeah, she said, I ain't got it. Baby, she got it. That woman got it. And it's because we never, to this day, we don't know who the restaurant owner of the app, how much money that app is making. We never know. Out of all the stuff, we know the Facebook, the S, but never with that app. Why is that? Who owns it? How much money is it getting? How many subscribers? We don't know. Like YouTube, you can kind of calculate with the views and the subscribers, but that app, nothing's public.
That's smart. I don't.
And nobody ever broke the code of how much money and who owned it, because nothing have been. Because she put in that document, unless she's lying, that she only made $3,000-$4,000. Now you know damn well she ain't doing all this shit, flying all these people, and she's paying that assistant. She paid that assistant. These people, I believe in my heart of hearts.
So you think she's paying for the interviews?
Oh yeah, she's paying for the interviews. Oh, Tasha K is paying. It's nowhere new. In order to compete with DJ Vlad, this is what I knew she was paying. She was gonna play Charleston White, but he was too much. He wanted too much, and she started dragging him, saying all these crazy things. But she pays. Like my friends, And I told him when they reached out, I said, if you want to do the show with Tasha K, make sure she pay. And I told, because he responded to Tasha, he said, listen, I sell this, I sell that, his body parts, and I'm not going to sit on YouTube free. I'm not even going to go to Wiley Show for free. And mind you, this is my friend. I knew him when he was Marquise Diddy. You know, that was his name, Ditty. Now he's a whole beautiful trans woman, but, you know, he got that good. But why sit on her platform for free when you can make money with a whole old wrinkled white man and talk to them about your problems and give them that good old
Vlad gonna send you to prison.
So why would you
say gonna send you to the big house?
Right.
No,
yeah.
I feel like this, like once you get to a certain status, you got to be able to compete. And I think she's the hottest thing out next to Joe Budden and Funny Marco and the Kai Cenats, you know. She's getting to that big fish. I feel like her white Bronco is on the horizon because I said it today on my live. You know, I saw something, it was sent to me that Chelsea was alluding to her mom never lost a lawsuit and she was unfairly terminated. So it's like she's going to sue. I said, we don't care about that. And I'm going to tell you why. If you're going to sue her. No, because if Chelsea sues, do we really care? No. This woman has literally, since you've been fired, transcended. Like she's went from reality has-beens to Hazel E, who is a well-known PR person in the industry tied to the who's who's. And I'm not talking about no Cardi B. I'm talking about Barry Hankerson, Aaliyah's uncle. You know, Tank. Like she knows Cat Williams.
Wow.
Yeah, like Hazel E ain't no Rudy Poo, Mona Scott Young, like some pivotal people. Once Hazel E was in the seat, I said, oh, we about to skyrocket. I can already tell. Then we had Brother Bilal talking about Will and Jada.
Well, he said he was getting his back destroyed.
Blowed. And that Jada is a crackhead. He said that.
He did. He said all that. And then she interviewed somebody else that said Jada was getting it in with that female rapper MC Light.
Yeah. Right. And then now she's over there with Kevin Hart's assistant. Baby, she's been booked and busy. Whoever the new assistant is, just show like.
And they're doing, and you know, and I love about Tasha, you don't hear nothing about that person name.
Yeah.
That's a secret. Whoever she got now is 20 times better than Chelsea.
And I said it has to hurt, but I said it has to hurt. But look, the productivity has went up. Tasha has been in the green. Her name is attached to Kevin Hart, the Kevin Hart. Okay.
In the story, and you see these people that's jealous of her. Storm, did Storm say something?
No.
Did Armand say something?
No.
They're both jealous. In the story. They're jealous because how can you spin it? Because this woman is upgrading. They're jealous. You got Armand Wiggins somewhere. He got cameras at his mama house, the same mama house that didn't give a damn about him. He was over there recording, kicked him out. He had to screw him in the driveway because his stepdad didn't want nothing to do with him at all because he was too dark. Anyway, that's why the man don't like his dark skin. The man said, get your little black. I'm going to just mind my own business, but they ain't said a word because they jealous of Tasha K, that upgrade. Because how can they spin it?
Because they can't. Because you know what? They want to know who the extortionist is as well. They want to know who it is as well. They're waiting for her to say something. And Tasha's playing it smart this time. She didn't say nothing. She just kept posting Tasha K live, Tasha K live, Tasha K live.
She should. And she ain't rushing on the thing. First of all, she couldn't do it. She's in Africa. The internet is like below standards. Very terrible internet than Mali. They might as well, their internet is just very terrible standards. But it's good because it's not forcing her to go live and mess up the momentum for her subscription base. And shout out to the white media. They said on her subscription-based app. Yes. See, black folks, we don't like to give people but white media, baby, they said on her subscription-based model, Tasha K. Like they're posting that, and where people gonna rush to the Tasha K to that.
I can tell you what, the white people went over there.
Of course, they went over there. They want to see Kevin, especially the racists. They want him to be destroyed. Come in, Martha. Let's go to Tasha K. And they sit and watch it. And I think
the elites probably over there like this. send this to Jessica so she can give me the cliff notes
Yeah.
on that interview.
Yes. And so I'm over there watching it because it's everywhere. And my DMs, I was at work, and when my phone bing, 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 that's something happened. Something happened. And then my phone kept zzz, 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 zzz.
Listen, they on it. Shout out to the subscribers. Shout out to the producers. Yes.
Yeah, they be on it. Like, they'll text me, they will call me, they will email me. I have another cell phone that only a select of 2 people have. That was blowing up. And I said, oh, something happened. Either somebody died or it's some juicy tea. And it was this article, another lawsuit for Tasha K, which is great. Huh?
When the DMs is like 40, I'd be like, oh my God.
Yeah. They say it's really tea. Yes, it is really tea. But it's not really, it is really tea because Kevin Hart, what I don't like about him is that he tried to throw his friends on. It's not his friend's responsibility to keep you in line. If you don't cheat.
As a good man, like when his current wife said they've been together for 8 years and she should have said 6, she slipped up, and then Tory Hart blasted her and the blogs picked it up. They had to go into some, oh, you knew about me. And she said, no, we were very much married. That's why I said, Kevin has this image to uphold. We didn't know he had a drinking problem. He got a DUI with his mistress. That's why I believe everything the assistant said about paying the guy the money to take the DUI charge. Like,
right. And people will say, well, why is she doing this? Because people is thirsty to get clout.
She said he gambled their money away and they was getting half their check. That's all it takes.
That's all it takes. Like, it's the money thing. If her money was coming through, nothing was gambled, nothing that, she would have still be there. It wouldn't have been a problem. And then people think that these folks are so wealthy, they got all this money, and that's not always the case. They're catfishing, they're boosting their numbers up. That's not always the case. And so now that Kevin's doing this, it's only going to boost. Maybe the assistant will get destroyed, but Tasha won't, because she went through this before with Cardi B, and they went to trial, and Tasha's still talking and still taunted Cardi after the judgment.
And right now, people don't like Cardi. She ain't got no hot song, no hot album.
No, they don't like her right now. So Tasha K needed another celebrity so she could ride their coattails, and she picked Kevin Hart.
But this is a real celebrity. This isn't.
It's real massive.
This ain't no hood booger. This is not no.
No, this is an A-list star like Kevin Hart. He done movies with Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Yeah. He have been. I love the movie he did when he played the caregiver. That was my favorite because I'm a caregiver at heart. I wish I had a caregiver like that. Let me drive their expensive cars.
Okay, that was based on a true movie too.
Yeah, that was right. So I remember I sat and watched that. So Kevin, he's not just a funny guy. He also can do drama.
Yeah, he's a good actor. The Wesley Snipes?
That movie was good.
Many episodes where I said, "Oh,
that was good," and it threw me off how they did it.
I loved it.
And Wesley Snipes is iconic, you guys. If you don't know who he is, you just under a rock. You must be living in Mali because
Thank you, Southern Belle. Not living in Mali. Don't be throwing shots at Tasha. No, Tasha. I'm playing. Listen, I like how you throw shots because you throw shots at everybody.
Yeah, and they throw shots at me. It's entertaining. It's entertaining for the show. And Tasha loved this because we keep talking about it. And she got a taste of this when we put our name in a title. And she said, I want to go above that. I want to have people talking to me outside of YouTube. Like my mother, see her down the timeline. What's she talking about, Kevin Hart? Need to leave Kevin Hart alone. I don't understand her. Did she just get sued by that lady? What's her name? Nikki. No, it wasn't Nikki. It was Cardi. My mother, she's reaching people that I know, even my sister.
That's truthful. My dad be so shocked. He'd be like, "You be talking to that lady who got sued?" And I was like, "We don't talk on the phone if that's what you asking." He said, "No, I saw her on your channel."
Yeah, see, my sister the same way. You and Tasha fell out. She said because she loved That's So TV. She's a hood watcher of that show, and she said Tasha K said, and verbatim she started laughing. So Tasha K is doing something so solid to build her brand. But that hasn't always been Tasha. If she could have had her way, health, awareness, but that's not the dollars. The dollars
Well,
is the salacious.
she throws it in there because she
She
said
does
that's
that every once in a while. And in the beginning, yeah. But that keeps the lights on,
yeah.
it's got to be dropped. Like, that's her brand. And that's what her fans love. They don't love the wino talking. Nah, we're still tuning a little bit. We gotta do, but what keep the girls buying that app, subscribing to that app, baby, you gotta have some salaciousness. And she's upgrading it because that when I saw the one with the Jada Pinkett Smith, what are you gonna do? We suing, like just that. I said Tasha got somebody, she got a beast that's working with her behind the scenes now.
That's what I'm saying, and that's why I feel like it. And this is no shade to Chelsea, right? I said Chelsea, you can either make this or you can let this make you or break you, right? You see what this person is doing. If you want to sue, but that also comes with staining your reputation because this is a second employer who you fell out with and had all this issues with or whatever. Because we would have never known if you didn't go to those men. You went to Conscious TV. You went to Von Ray.
You went
and
to
God,
Storm, yeah.
they had your best interests at heart. I will never understand that. Still to this day, I don't get it. I think she's smart at what she do, but she's bad for business. If you want to terminate her, she can't just take it and go about her day. She's going to blast you, put you in a book. She said, I'm doing a memoir. I'm going to write about it. I'm like, why?
And I think she should write a book if that's what you want to do. But or you work with somebody else. If you so gifted, then make somebody else pop.
More money. That's how you show you are the best at what you do.
Absolutely.
Get that next person to like
somebody else that Tasha K doesn't like, and you just make them serious competition for Tasha. That was what triggers Tasha if you do that. But writing a book that only can help your pocket a little bit, but it's still going to boost Tasha K because everybody's going to watch, okay, what's your response? And we're going to get over it. Just like we got over with our mom burned Jason Lee book. We got over it. And now he's being blackballed and depressed over there at Zeus.
And you told him, you was like, that was a smart move. I called him Wiley. I said, that is not smart.
Maybe I was more so looking at smart. It was entertaining for me because it was good. But long term, I was like, okay, maybe the lady with the synthetic wig, Sherelle's World, and yourself was right. That it was bad for her. Since Armand really want to be a celebrity with the who's who, it was bad. For me, okay, I'm not trying to sit with the who's who. Even if we sit in VIP and some celebrity people come up to you, I may have to whisper you, who the hell is that? Oh, that's us. Who? Who is Ben Affleck? What? Who? Like, I'm not that desperate for that lifestyle. Armand really wants it. And that's why Jason was able to manipulate him to destroy him. Like, I'm not going to help you with that, girl. I'm gonna mess you up. And he fell for the bait and he regretted because he's back charging and eating dirt and drinking tarot card juice. So hopefully he'll come back stronger. But we shall see. Because Armand, because you want stuff so bad. Baby, you better get it yourself. Don't depend on another man. And then he's stuck on your dreams. And now you over here begging for my attention for me to be an ally. He begged me to be his ally on this show. He really wanted me to stop dragging him to be on his side. And I just couldn't do it because it's so desperate. It's not organic. You need an ally. What's going on in Hollywood, baby? It's rough in LA. It's really rough over there. And baby, it's on the beginning stages because you can't, and you know this, Couture, baby, you can't be so controversial and nasty to these people. The same people you about to beg for a handout. The same thing he judged me and say that I do to him. Don't drag me. Okay, you can't do that to these people. That's why you ain't getting the Lottos, the Nickies, the Cardis. You drag them. I didn't really mean it. I'm not a satin page. Can you please call me? Like, girl, live, and that's why me and Armand living your truth. Start living by your own tarot principles and your pink thongs. And then you live by those principles, then I'll put on my pink thongs. To the end, I'm going to keep wearing my boxer brief and my big wide thing going to sit between these boxers and these gray sweatpants. Other than that, live by your truth. That's all I'm saying.
I feel like this as a content creator, you should be authentic. You should be yourself. I also feel like this, you should say what you think is your opinion, right? But you
That's
should
true.
also have some tact to it, have some restraint. Because if you go straight in, how we're sensitive, right? These celebrities are sensitive.
Very.
Cardi B sued Tasha K because she did not like that lady posting about her husband cheating on her when her label already told her, y'all are not a package deal. He's not for you. Let's just promote you. And she was like, no, I want to promote with my husband. And look how that turned out for her. It's been bad business. She doesn't want that thrown in her face. And I learned that through the passing away of my friend, that we should have some type of restraint, but also be in your truth as well. I don't have an issue with Cardi because I liked Invasion of Privacy. I thought that was a good body of work, even though I felt like it was a lot of remixes and whatnot, but still good body of work. My issue with her has always been either you want in or you want out. We can't do this half-ass because I don't like to it just it's inauthentic, and I feel like we're at a point now in our lives where we just can't have that. That's why I said moving forward, I want to see the receipts. If we're gonna say this, show the receipts. That's why I want the extortionist name. Who's the extortionist? Unless Kevin Hart used that as a plot to, oh, she tried to extort me for
Yeah, I
$250,000.
think that's just a way for him to look like this is my reason why to cover up. Really, I'm suing because I don't want the truth to come out. I'm trying to scare
Yeah,
her.
I
Yeah,
was like,
because let's be real. If you have a criminal complaint, where's the detective name? Where's the police department statement and say, hey, we can't talk about open
the
investigation, blah, blah, blah.
feds. The
Right.
feds, you are a celebrity. The FBI would be all on that.
Yeah. Because so that's why I'm like, it just not making sense. Not making I couldn't find any, and Megan Cunham don't have anything as well when it comes to the police investigating this. So that's why I think he just said that to get the media to talk about it, blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, Tasha is only gonna go higher because now more people is gonna go to Tasha K's show because of this publicity.
Especially when she comes off this sabbatical. Oh yeah, it's about to be up.
It's going to be up for 2024. That's why she's up there. Check with a child soldier, treating his wounds from the war. And she's going to be right back here going live. And we shall see it. And I think for us that is coming up in the game, this next generation of people that will have millions, we're looking. And we're all, like, when I look at you, you have your own identity. When I look at you, I love that. You're not trying to be nothing. You're living in your truth. And you're very humble about your connections in the business. A lot of people don't know that you've been around. And when I say been around, like you've been around a lot of powerful people, and attractive women could use the man that they entertain and laid with and pillow talk with and use that in a podcast. We have seen that with so many women have used their yoni in the juice that sprayed on these celebrities and use that to boost up their image on social media. But you don't. You just want to be known another way. Because you said, I am not going to drag these basketball players that I've been with and post it on the internet.
Football player, but
I mean, football. I know it was a athlete. Okay, it was a football player.
Yeah, it was a soccer player and a football player. But no, I feel like to the women and the men who use that for their separate story, there's nothing wrong with that. You can do that, but that also comes with that comes with a lot because when I was over there, there's so much that goes into it. I just know I would not be nice. You got the agents calling, you got the team lawyer calling, and it's a lot. And people just think these girls they can say that and do that, right? But the owners of the platform, they're getting those emails, those calls, those, hey, can you at least wait to this? It's a lot that goes into that. Like Selena Powell didn't just become Selena Powell overnight. it took time to do that.
It took time. It took time. And then you also see Sydney Starr did it and she's struggling.
Yeah, well, she's not struggling anymore.
Right. It was a big struggle, but I believe she still not at that level
She wants Kevin Hart status, right? But the only true like girlfriend that ever made it to that status is Corinne Steffens.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of somebody else who like really like expose. I don't.
It's kind of difficult.
You got to be a smart girl. And
you have to be very.
You got to be real smart.
You have to be very smart. Omarosa is. I reminded of her because she recorded the people in the White House and wrote a book and made a lot of money.
Bestseller.
Yes, it was a New York Times bestseller. Like I read the book and she was dropping tea, and that'll let me know.
It got married in the one of the most hard to obtain spots at the White House, child.
Yes, and she recorded the chief of staff firing her. So, and she gave it to the media. Like she is one of the ones as a Black woman. She's very smart. She knew how to be a junkyard dog, but she knew this ain't gonna last forever. So let me get my receipts. And then when it was time, she had a whole book written, and she's so intelligent.
She didn't even have a position. I'm like, girl.
She had a high position in the White House. Yes, she did.
Doing nothing.
And then one of the white ladies sent an email. I think she's recording us, and she did record y'all, honey. And that's what I love about her because she did it the right way.
Yes, like there's no writer. I feel like there's a salacious way, and then there's like the more prim and the Corinne, the Omarosas, right? The Selena Powell route, you have to have thick skin because in both those routes, you're gonna have men who hate you and women who hate you, right? To talk about these men, I just feel like they can expose me too. You know, like if I expose them, they can expose me in for what? Like
it's going to happen. Just like Blueface or Krishan, it's all strategic, and you can tell that
he needs them more than they need.
Right, and he's the brains because he know what to trigger them to make it look real. Because one thing about a man, he know how to trigger women that really like their emotions, do stupid stuff. That ain't my baby. That's Charles Barkley. I like that because it's strategic to get the people to, the more they stop doing crazy stuff, the more the public, how the public do. They move on to the next hot button issue. Just like
Star, I would never date a bench warmer, okay?
Why would they say that? See, I'll tell you have to have thick skin as a
No. They were asking. No, they played. They was getting money.
And she don't want to say and use that.
That's how Wiley knows.
Because she was saying stuff like she don't want to do that route.
No, because I just don't like currently. I know a well-known gospel singer lives right next, like literally the house behind where I was at for my birthday, where my male colleague friend is at, right? He was like, look, I'm in so-and-so's house. I was like, who? Because I said, I want to see if this is real. I said, oh my God, I could have been thirsty and been like, I want to interview. But I was just like, okay.
Yes, and so that's what I was like. It's all in divine timing. You know what I'm saying? Like I have friends that, like my transgender friend.
Yeah,
she knows what's the Dream Doll. Went in her home, and I never asked for an interview because I'm happy for the situation. I'm happy, and he got me involved into Dream Doll, like her music. And this is when me and her mom fell out. I
remember he said he's hating on Dream Doll.
He was hating, like he didn't like that. He didn't know that I had that connection. It's a lot of people that I know because when you do radio, you build like online stuff. Like I knew Larry Reid before The Witch because Larry had a whole wife, terrible singer, but I wanted to interview like God, terrible singer. I don't know who told that man he could sing some gospel. I don't know. Ain't no anointing in that bread basket. Okay, no anointing. Okay, no
It
anointing.
wasn't giving Darren Walls.
No, it wasn't making you cry. It just made me just think of something stinky, you know. But I interviewed him on my radio. Now I would have not known that he was going to wear mascara and dark shades and screw 14-year-old Levante. I didn't know that, but at the time when I interviewed, he was just an artist. I've interviewed politicians. I've interviewed so many people, but I don't want to be known as begging somebody for my come up. Let me get it on my own, and then they be asking me, "Hey, I am Cardi B assistant or Nicki Minaj assistant. We want to bring her on your show." I want that because I built like Funny Marco. He built that. Y'all weren't following this man when he's in Walmart making them funny videos. I watched his come up.
I did because he was over there with Mona.
Yeah.
From, I forget what her podcast, Breakbeat podcast.
Because he was over there in Walmart just pranksting it was so good. I'm just so happy for him that he's getting it. And I'm happy that blacks, because typically blacks, we love that white validation. And I'm glad.
You see how we got that weird white lady up out of here.
Yeah. Because she's trying to duplicate. And I'm so glad that Nikki is going on these, because we the culture, like the celebrities is the culture, right? Bring that to a black platform. Do you know how iconic that would be if Nikki was sent on your show? How that would change your life forever in your career life?
Listen, I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't even cry. I would cry afterwards. I would make a separate video crying so that people can see. But I think that would be dope. I would love to interview her. I just have so many things. I don't know. I just have so many ideas. That's why I give them to her for free. What she should do with the record, like where just in my opinion, but I feel like I have great opinions. So you should use them, Nikki.
Yeah, I, even for myself, like you're Nikki. For me, it will be Monique. I would love to interview Monique.
The comedian?
The comedian Monique, yes.
I met her in Hawaii a really long time ago, and I knew she was gonna be great, and she was funny then. And I saw her a couple times in America. I've always loved Monique. I stood beside her when they was trying to cancel.
I did. I can remember. Like that's one celebrity I've stayed my money up to go to her show. I went to her show previously at the Funny Bone Comedy Club. I went to go see her.
And
that was right.
Video too.
Yes, I love Monique, and that's like one. And then Kim Jong-un, North Korea leader. I would love to interview him. I'm obsessed.
Really?
Yes.
You think he's still alive?
If he is, or his sister is, I would love to interview her too, because she don't play either. But people say, those type of interviews where you will go down in history as like Barbara Walters, like like those type of interviews. You never thought that I follow that. Like I watch that. But no, like Monique, most definitely. I would love to.
That's crazy. I'm going to tell you one of my interviews I really, really, really want to do. I know it sounds crazy, but I want to interview, of course, Nicki Minaj. But I want to interview George Bush Jr. Yeah. I really do. Because he lives in Texas. And he's really affluent in the art community. Outside of politics, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like,
did he teach himself how to paint? I read.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then my other one will be Brandy. Brandy was the first celebrity that followed me on Twitter. I mean, no, Trina Rex was the first. I think Brandy was right after, but yeah, Brandy Norwood. And I met her.
That is so dope. That would be so dope.
I like those type of interviews because that's life changing for your career, especially because I watch other interviews and I watch what they don't ask. And then I could write down some questions, but it's the vibe. And it's just, I call it the spirit. It's just, you go with the flow to get those, like even when Tasha came on the show, Nikki wanted me to sign Indiana. I told Nikki, I'm not signing it. I'm always going to keep that in the back of my head. So when she dragged Nikki, in which she will, I'm going to remind, she said it on the Wiley Show first that she refused to sign Indiana. And I always say, you know why? Because Nikki got comfortable with Tasha. Because Tasha, behind the scenes, she would talk to you like homegirl, like she really is a fan. Like you were, before you know it, you didn't tell that woman some personal stuff. And to the team, they were like, oh, you shared that? Oh, we got to put her on NDA. And what did Tasha say? Screw that.
The art to asking anything is you have to be funny or you have to be quick. I learned that from Diane Sawyer when she held up that picture to Whitney Houston and said "scary thin," and she was like,
Like you have, and this is where you have to be trained to. You gotta know how to. It's just in you. It's just like Oprah was able to get stuff out of people that they typically would not share because you're dealing with a train that they live and breathe that. So for us, this YouTube is the way how you ask the question and it just come out. And there's something, it all depends upon that person day. Some people get it out of them, get them drunk. That's like a big thing when a person is drunk and high. Like we had Jason Lee boyfriend on the show, ex-boyfriend on the show, and he said Danny Boy was so good in bed, was the best he ever had, but he never told his boyfriend. I guess he told the boyfriend was the best he ever had, but I guess that's a whole lie. It was Danny Boy. And he told me, can you take down the video? My boyfriend didn't know this. I didn't mean to share it, but he got drunk.
Who was with Mary J. Blige?
Yes, that Danny Boy, because you know he screwed him and Jason Lee was getting in. Danny Boy, that's another dream.
I didn't know he was.
And he's right here in Chicago. He was raised on the West Side, and they flew him to California, and Suge Knight was his guardian.
See, another big interview I would love to do. Diddy, I would love to do Diddy, and Wendy Williams, because she's number one. She's my number one of the top 5 journalists. She is number one. Like, I remember like getting off the bus and you could just tell when she was coming on the radio. Iconic. Like, I remember listening to her get cussed out by some more. Mariah Carey saying, maybe we need to send you more things so you can be nice. Like, I remember that. Like, it was just iconic. Here she got beat up by Total, and I was too young to understand, like, why are they fighting a woman? Why would they jump a woman? You know, who works for the TV, who works for radio. But now that I'm older, I'm like, oh my God. I mean, she broke some stories. Like, what was it, Judge Joe Brown?
No, that was Judge Mathis.
Who would have saw that coming?
Who would have saw that coming? And wow, and a dream interview that I would like to have is Lil' Kim.
Ooh, are you gonna ask her the questions though?
The questions that people are afraid to ask, and I've always said once I become a billionaire, a lot of money, I will finance Lil' Kim album, and she could keep all the proceeds because Lil' Kim issue is that she don't have the backing. She need when I say the finance, you're gonna get the top producer because we're paying you top dollar, the top writers because we're paying you top dollar. Okay. And I just want for her one last album, and then she do a world tour. Like I've always wanted to be so wealthy to help people that are quote unquote has-beens and make them come back. That would be dope. And I think Lil' Kim have a lot. Lil' Kim have a lot to say, even about Diddy. If she's honest, that woman is holding on to a lot, and she's seen a lot as a woman. And I don't think she's gonna tell on Diddy because I don't think so. Too. I don't think she would, but I think for her career, she could talk about her struggles as a woman in hip hop, as a woman in it will help her. But she have to. If it's not me, it got to be somebody where she could just let it out. And I hope whenever this book come out, she go to Oprah. I hope it's not on no books either. Yeah, you can tell if it's on book because I read books. Like if she really go there, that will help her because that's a breakthrough not only for herself but for women that are coming up that thinking about plastic surgery, that's thinking about going on and on. That can save them a whole lot. And if she go there and really say, I regret having plastic surgery, I think that it will open a great conversation because you got to think, Lil' Kim, when she came out, Hardcore was so debated. They did not like that album. They thought it was trash for Black women. That was disgusting. It was pushing Black women back. So she was the first to do it.
She had a poom poom in the.
Yeah, and I think that is deserving because she's an icon. So she's deserving to have a sit down interview, not just talk about her music, but talk about her as being a woman, being in this business. Like really get focused.
The one question I want you to ask her is, how come she keeps trying to lie to us about Biggie's influence over how she did the music?
Yeah, and that too. And I think one of the questions, I'm not going to ask that question, but I'm going to say that. But there's so many questions I do want to ask this woman. And I think about Kim all the time. And I was one of the few, because they said in sale, of that album that she made, 9. It was one song that she made, Pray For Me. The storytelling, it just needed a video. It just needed promotion. But the album, like that Pray For Me record, if you just get into the lyrics, look, Kim still got it. It's just that she just don't have enough to push it out there. Like and then she kind of lazy too, but because she's still Lil' Kim, you can call any radio station, they will bring her on the air. So I just think that she needs to be hungry enough and not just depend on her glory days. You almost have to start over as a new artist. It's almost like a wrestler that dominated but was gone for a while. Baby, it's new girls and guys on the block, so you really got to fight and tussle to get some of the market back. But the album, man, Dying, I listened to the album. I mean, Kim, she's that woman still, even that record, booty, 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 whack it everywhere, booty, 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 and then when Carisha did it,
girls, yeah,
was it like that record was a dope record. It just was not promoted right. And that I say that to Kim, her problem is she need a different team because they're lazy. Whoever, they need to all be fired, and she need a new generation that know this market ins and out to work with Kim. And I can guarantee you, Kim will be so great. Why she don't have? Sorry, Kim, I gotta say it. Why she don't have a designer line like Cookie? Kim should have her own fashion house because how iconic her fashion. This is before the Nicki, before any of these women you have thought. Kim was known for her looks. Why she don't have nothing where girls can buy her designer clothes? That's her team and her failure, especially her team for not to push that deal. Because if she would have laid them fruits, that Kim will be worth. She would have been a billionaire because of her. She was known as because of technical. She wasn't known as having #1 albums like Foxy Brown. Foxy Brown had more #1 albums, but what Kim was known for,
because the girls be acting like Foxy.
Kim was known for the looks, and that's why Foxy was and then Foxy was dark skinned. So, but Kim was known for the looks. Her brand was strong because of the Biggie and because of the looks. And because of she was good looking, she looked way better than Foxy. Let's be clear. Like Kim,
I don't think so. I just think like Kim. You got to remember, Kim was a grown woman. Foxy was still like a teenage girl. So
and then Foxy can't hear right now, so she got hearing.
That's true too. Hopefully they fix that. My thing to you is, sorry, I got something in my eye, but you are into wrestling. Did you go see the Iron Claw movie?
No, I did not. And I'm going to say that I didn't even go see The Color Purple. I didn't go see any of that. I've been so busy with family stuff, and I've been so busy, like my mind for 2024. But yeah, I love wrestling, and I gotta watch it. And I just can't wait for 2024. But as a wrestler that I want to interview, oh my gosh, it will have to be The Undertaker. It will have.
Oh, that'd be cool. I like to.
The Undertaker is so iconic. Shawn Michaels, iconic. Like, I'm a huge wrestling fan. I love wrestling. But I can't wait, man. I just love the people you want to interview. I think that Nikki is, and it's good to put it out there because I remember Caillou from Maple Talk. I always want to interview Caillou, and I'm obsessed with Caillou because people didn't notice on my Twitter account it was Caillou on my banner, a picture of him for years. Because
he was attractive.
Not that too. That's an add-on. But what was make him so attractive? Educated. And the brains behind the shade room. He don't get the credit, but that man was doing those captions. He was the, what do they call it? The editor. It's that. And then him being attractive is an add-on. The man is very smart because like Chelsea, she always thought, look at Caillou. he had the brains. If he was trash, he wouldn't be able to build the neighborhood talk. That man was able to build it so quickly because he got the skill set. He knew the business.
No, I think when you're in this business, you got to be business first. That's why, even though I'm a fan of Nicki, I always say get your bag. Like, I don't care what nobody's saying. If you want to work with Eminem, get your bag because you got to. Something in you said you wanted to work with these people. Don't be a Lotto. Lotto don't know what she want to do. She's just working with people just to see if he'll stick. Like at this point,
and I think for Lotto too, I think she needs to perform more. She need a great mentor and a team because whoever got her now, they're just trying to attach her to something to see if it stick. I think for that K-pop, that was a great strategy. But what Lotto should have did to keep that fan base, she should have did more pop stuff because you already got K-pop. They're dominating. So why not do another pop follow-up record?
She barely performed it. Like
but that's on her because he performed it. He went on Good Morning America. Lotto, why you ain't there? You ain't that busy. You ain't on tour. I just think that she dropped the ball. She should have traveled to his country, really followed him with that record, and build that momentum. Go when he have a tour, do the record because you need to expand your fan base. And that's why Nicki, people think it's just black fans. To be technical, Nicki got a lot of white international. Yeah.
You got the Asian market on lock, the Caribbeans, like
so that's why Lotto she have to do enough to build her core. And like Sexy Red, which is shocking, she's building her core with black men, with men. Like, so that's
I wanted to tell you, so I didn't say it on my platform, but I know some well-to-do men, right? And women. They like her. And people keep they be like, oh, she's a degenerate, blah, blah, blah. Corporate black men, white men, they find her attractive.
Yeah, he's very attractive. Yeah,
they find her attractive. They can't. They be like, she's beautiful, and they were like, people be like, oh, you seen her without makeup, and they're like, yeah, she's beautiful.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
And that's y'all problem because y'all think y'all know what these men want, and y'all have no clue. No, and they like her little songs because it's catchy. My dad said he was like, she cuss a lot, but I like that.
I like it's a good. It's a good vibe, but I love her and I love her swag. I love her swag. But and let's talk about Vegas, y'all. And this last part.
Yes,
Vegas. I'm excited for Vegas because number one, I need a vacation. More now than ever. I need to drink a vacation. I've been on business and family stuff, and I said, you know what, April is a good time to just relax and just drink. And then I saw you in a liquor store. I think you was in the liquor store.
Yeah, it was.
So you like to drink. So I'm like, okay. And I'm a social. When I say social, that will probably be the first time of the year that I'm drinking. Will be that weekend in Vegas. In April. Because I don't drink. I haven't had drink. Now, smoking is a different story. Because I'm not a heavy smoker. I like to smoke at night to help me sleep and do other things. But drinking, oh yes, give me some Hennessy and some Red Bull, but we gonna have a good
city vibe. I'm a tequila drinker, but y'all can smoke by yourself. I don't judge. Okay, I tell
I'm gonna be edibles out when I tell you
that all the time, but I think it's gonna be dope. We're gonna be at the Palace Station. Yeah. I think AT2 is coming. So I think that's cool because it's right there by California. I told a lot of like people I know, Bass Squad members.
Yeah, I was telling people that the producers like come on through. Some of the people that came to the first one that we did is gonna come. So I'm excited. I don't care if y'all don't because I'm working on my body because they're gonna love me.
I'm definitely working on my body. It's gonna be April. I want to show my skin.
Yeah, I want to show my skin. So I've been with a personal trainer. And let me tell you, Couture, the leg day. I'm still feeling it in my legs.
You gonna feel it. Nobody likes leg day. And when I say nobody. But
when I did, and I'm so glad I listened to this man, he said, make sure you eat. I said, okay, I ate. And I made sure to eat a heavy meal. And I did the leg day. He said, you don't see no sweat? No, I don't see no sweat. All I see is sweat. But it felt good because I catch myself drinking water. I'm cutting back as much as possible because I'm trying to learn the nutrition value of it. So fruits and little small meals. And this asparagus. I don't know if it's something or not, but I love to eat it. And that salmon, like grilled salmon, like whatever how they make it at this place that I get it from. But I love the gym. And this one I knew I was going a lot when people say, "Oh, you ain't gotta hit the we know." Oh, come on, man, Marquise, come on. Because I go there every single day. And now I'm obsessed with the gym. Now I take my gym bag to maximize more time, put my clothes and my scrubs in there, my body wash, my towels. And
you don't do a day off, like one day.
I don't like to do a day. I just like to go. If I can't do nothing, if I just walk around, I just want to be in that atmosphere. And
no, that's good.
I love it. And because I take Ubers and Lyft so much, my Lyft driver, I love this. I love to sing when I'm in the gym. I love to sing gospel music. So I was singing the gospel music. There is no failure in God. And the lady was like waving at me. I'm like, can't wait, because I was in my zone. And so when I took the lift, she said, "You just waved at me and blah, 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 blah." I went, "Hey." And she drove me like a couple of times on Lyft, because when you take Lyft and Uber full time, you're going to see the same driver, especially if you're in the same area, they drive in the same area. Yeah. So had a good time. We talked, we chilled. It was amazing. I love the gym. I love my personal trainer. And I looked at the man before I got a person. I said, "He's going to be my trainer." Good looking. And not only that, God set us up together, because he said, "I have a fashion plan, a fashion blog, but a video thing, but I'm not consistent, you know." And to myself, I said, if you work on this body, that's going to be your gateway into the business. Because if you help transfer this body, you're going to have so many clients, you won't have room to take them all. Because if you can transfer a body, you can do it for anybody.
I know that's right. Come on.
And so we talk, and he works through talking. And I'm so glad he let me stretch, because I had a Charlie horse. I was in this bed, and I was in my grandmother's hospital bed, because she's in a nurse home now. So I was in there. I had to incline it up, and I felt that. I'm like, whoa. So I'm Googling. They said, "You're working muscles that you never worked before. You got to do stretching." So now I stretch and all of that. And man, I just love just doing it. I just love doing it. I just fallen in love with it and just learning the strategy and the strength part of it. So I just can't wait to see you in person, because I wanted to look better than when I looked last year, because I was whack. You know, I was looking busted.
They was talking trash from their house. They didn't do no meetup.
Right, they didn't do no meetup. And so this time, and then when you keep doing it, then it grows bigger and bigger and bigger, and it becomes so great. This is the beginning stage. And I'm like, "Katora, let's do it together." And then you will see, it's good to meet people. It's good to vibe with people. And then, you know, the haters, they're going to be watching from the sidelines. But great.
Oh, they can't wait. They're going to be sneaking pictures. I already know. That's why I said I got to make sure my body is intact.
Yeah, they're gonna be sending it to people and stuff like, "I got my."
Be like, "Look at her." Look at her rod.
And females get it worse because y'all have so much to do. If you give me a good fitted shirt, some pants, good shoes, good haircut, looking and smelling good, but females, you have to have the makeup, you have to have the dress. You can't be sloppy like Milagro Grams, because that woman was so sloppy. Paul, remember when you seen this? Once she was sloppy looking, stuff was leaning out, fat and stuff was slogging all out. She looked very sloppy. And then
I don't think she's sloppy. I think she just didn't know, like, that
she showed too much skin, like she was going to the strip club. But then she started towards the end, start learning.
Do you think that was Armand's doing?
I think that had to be Armand, because he called her bad built something, and then then they came together. You know what I'm saying? Because Armand had the fashion set. This came from Fashion Nova. You know, he got that affiliate link. You know, so hopefully about that mint blue suit. But obviously, he don't really have a Fashion Nova link like that, because anybody buying the products he already promoted. Because women are not going to keep buying men clothes. He have to start women clothes. When I do Marquita Qualified Diva and show up as Marquita, if I do show up at Vegas, they will buy it more because I'm showing up as a woman than versus me showing up as a man. Most of your audience is women. Half of them don't like their baby daddy. They ain't bad enough for Fashion Nova. It's just at all. They don't like them at all. And so wearing women clothing will get you much further with that affiliate link than selling men clothes. And I'm being honest, he don't talk about sports. You don't talk about things that make men interesting like that. Most of your audience is women. So if you ain't putting on no Gucci thongs and a good old bra and all, good old sundress, and I don't even know all the stuff that women that y'all like because it's so much. The nails, the BBL, the temporary BBL spray. I mean, it's just so much that you all do now.
Wally, you are so crazy. I cannot wait. I already know you're gonna be turned up in.
Yeah, I'm gonna be turned up because I want you to meet some of the producers that live in it. It's gonna be fun because I have to be sort of because you gotta let loose because we work so hard and we work a daytime, then we gotta do YouTube. It's still work. I don't think this is work because I love what I do. Even my job that I do, my daytime job, I don't look at that as work because I love being of service to people, especially seeing my grandma in the predicament that she in. I love being of service. So, but this is like, oh, this could take me so much further because I love entertaining people. I love making y'all laugh and our interaction, talking with folks and not cutting you off and letting you complete your sentence because your fans like, you got to let her speak. And I thank you all.
No, it's all good. I know it's good. And those are your fans.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, my fans, they say that a lot. You cutting people out. That's why they don't call it. But when you do a show by yourself, it's kind of hard because this is not The View. It's just one man. Like your show is a one-woman show. Now, this is Whoopi Goldberg. She's trained to let a person talk because she talked with 4 other women. I think it's 4. And it's like 4. Yeah. So she's trained to share the airtime. It's kind of hard when you do the show all by yourself. And and we don't have a type of show where we have guests on every single day. Monday through Friday. No, it's every once in a while we may have a guest.
But we still the icons.
We still the icon. We still the legend. We are the superstar. We are the original. Yeah, we are the woo. We are that.
Yes.
One. We are that. And that's why they tune in to watch us. And shout out to the people the producers. They don't want me to change to be something that I'm not. They want me to stick to what worked and glow up on that. But they want that he's so right with us. You so right there. Like you so what's the correct word? Personable?
Personable, that's a good word.
Yeah, I hope it is a good word. I'm gonna say it. But yes, that's what they like. I think I'm not trying to have the Gucci and the Prada and try to go beyond because some creators have done that and they kind of lost what was working because they're just and they still struggling. But I just still want to, and you're gonna see a glow up. You're gonna see a bad, beautiful woman. She's gonna serve me, feed me, and all that, massage me, and all that.
Stand up when you enter the room.
Oh, stand up! I really wish I had the money now when I go to Vegas. She stand up when I come. I really wish I could have an assistant in security, but it's just gonna be me.
Yes, but thank you, Wiley. Thank you to the producers. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets. When you get your tax money, use it to come see us.
Okay.
We're not charging y'all to meet us.
Exactly.
Right? We ain't got time for all that.
Because flying hotel, like if you get your tax check, just book your hotel, book your flight, book you some spending money, and come on, let's have a good time. And bring your boyfriend, bring your husband. Relatable, thank you. Bring your boyfriend, bring your husband, bring them all. Because I'm gonna bring some of my side chick if I can find one. Any of my moderators want to share a room with me, and we get it in. We can do that too. I need a good storyline.
Oh Lord, don't y'all do that. Don't y'all do that.
So if anybody if you all, I've never ate yoni before. So if you want to bring your yoni and teach me in the hotel room, I'm all down with that.
Don't y'all do that. Don't y'all do that.
It's gonna be, especially if this body get all right. Some of y'all go in that room, but I ain't gonna bad at it. It's gonna be good. Tori gonna be calling, hey, Wiley, we got another event to do. I'll meet up with y'all. I gotta get through this teaching session.
Not teaching session. See. And on that note, thank y'all producers. I love y'all. See y'all April. All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Yo, I love y'all. Thank y'all so very much. They say it's only certain guests that goes good on your show. Yeah, and she's one of them. Okay, she's one of them. Couture Bay is one of them. Thank you all so very much. If you want to contribute to the show, some of y'all have already done it. Zelle, Wiley Show at gmail.com. Cash App, $ Marquise Wiley 28. Zale Wiley Show at gmail.com. Cash out Marquise Wiley 28. Wow, we supposed to do a Zoom tomorrow, but I think we will have to do the Zoom after I get back. I'm supposed to do some tomorrow, but Zoom is scheduled for tomorrow, but we might push it up or push it back. But it will be tomorrow. So Zoom people, my members, we will be doing a Zoom tomorrow. I already posted Zoom information, and I will keep you all updated on tomorrow. But don't forget, April, the last weekend in April, I will give you all the dates. If you all do not know, we will be, me and Couture will be in Vegas. And also we will have Katie Talk 101 will be making an appearance as well. It's April 26th, 27th, the 28th. And I know some people are going to leave on the 29th. But I want y'all to stay all the way up to Monday if you can. Friday, April 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th. Make sure y'all stay all the way up to Monday, okay? All right. I'm going to help when I can. Thank you all. Thank you to the moderators. My new moderators, please reach out to me again so I can copy and paste to y'all my links, my Facebook link, my YouTube link, my Twitter link, Snapchat link, and I think it's the TikTok. And shout out to TikTok. Surprisingly, my TikTok has been doing so well. So shout out to my TikTok. It's just incredible over there on TikTok. It's amazing. It just happened. The Royal Couch. Oh, you in Vegas? No, you in Atlanta. You should come. The Royal Couch. We got to link up, and I got to be on the Royal Couch. The Royal Couch is a fellow YouTuber that I love and I've been following for years. He started on Instagram, and I think now he started doing his show on YouTube. So amazing content creator. We go way back. Everybody can't really show their love to the Wiley Show, but he's one of the ones that would do it publicly and also privately. And I have to show that love back. All right. Thank you all so very much. I'm going to go and take me a hot shower, soak my leg, and roll up. I got to roll up in a second. Got to roll up because, I had a good time. And I'm off tomorrow. So I'm going to try to go up. And, okay, yes, please do. I'm going to go up because I got to go visit Granny. And I got to go visit her. That's part of my schedule to visit my granny. I love us having conversation, drinking coffee, and for her to talk about her day. And I have to live by what I preach. I preach, go visit your loved ones and then a nursing home. Go visit your loved ones and then a nursing home. And now that I am experiencing that in real time, I have to do it. And one of my friends that lost his grandmother, he said, get as many memories as you can because I know it's only limited. So I'm there for it. And she lights up when she, thank you. She lights up when she see me. Like, she's amazing. And some days it's better than other days, but I love seeing her. I love seeing her because I know I'm going to be so busy in 2024, but I don't want to be so that busy where I can't at least go visit her for 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. But I try to stay almost about 2 hours because I just love her so much. And I thank God that I have the time to do it. And I'll be right there, even though she may have a day and she go off. But I love her. That's a love that I want people to experience because some people don't have a loved one, their family member they don't love. I love my grandmother. I love her. And now we're in a different phase of our life, a phase of that she is in a place of need help. But I just love being there for her. And I thank God that I have the training to help my mother and my grandmother. All right. Help her. All right. And we thank you all so very much. And this is why I work hard. I want her to live to see the success of the Wiley Show. I want my family to live to see the success of the Wiley Show. And my Zoom people, y'all going to get some. Come to Zoom tomorrow. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to be a show. But yeah, love on her. Love on her. And so, yeah, because I know y'all miss me in Dallas. I miss my own place too. I'll be back there sometime next month. Because it's a different vibe. Y'all already know what I'm going to do when I get down there. Because it's a different vibe there. And I got a couple of more months on that leash, you guys. And then I will make my decision. I believe Illinois will be home unless something changes where somewhere else going to be my home. But I believe Illinois is going to be my home because I'm so passionate about Chicago. I'm so passionate about the city. I just got off the phone with a close friend of mine Me and her was so close, and we just now started back talking on the phone. And I haven't talked to this man in over 10 years. And when I popped back in Chicago, he said, "You know, your YouTube was trending." I said, "Wow, I'm so proud of you, because I remember when you was just talking to the gays on the show." And I said, "Wow, thank you." And I will be bringing him on. He have his business, so I will be bringing my brother on the talk and chit chat with y'all. But it's amazing. But I thank y'all so very much. Even though I worked an 8-hour shift, I still gave y'all a good show. Type yes in the chat if we put on a good show. Type yes in the chat if we put on a good show. And make sure y'all like that video. Type yes in the chat if we put on a good show. Okay? Type yes in the chat. All right? If we put on a good show today, I need to see them yeses coming down. Only 2 yeses. Okay? Only 2 yeses. Only 3. Thank you, Couture Bay, for coming on. But yeah, I love it. I love it. Thank you. All right. Little black boy, you're beautiful. Little black girl, you are enough. When times get hard, always remember to put God first. Thank you all so very much. Tasha K, Kevin Hart, keep your foot on Tasha K neck. And I will see you all in another beautiful broadcast on tomorrow, because we'll be right back with some other stuff. Now, y'all meet me. I ain't doing station yet, baby. I want to listen to music. Pass shot. I've been spending enough time with y'all. I need some me time. Can I have some me time tonight? I need some me time. And if I go on station here, I'm going to talk about my stuff for Zoom. So I need some me time tonight. And I will give y'all back. I will be back with y'all tomorrow, and make sure y'all say, today, because it's already 12:44 a.m. Ooh, yeah. I need some me time. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay. Thank you all so very much. I love you all. Y'all have been so great to me, and we will see y'all on the other side. Peace. Hey, hey, hey.